Hi everyone, kindly just wait for some time. Let everyone join in, then we'll start off with the session for today. Okay, so let's start off. So we have only 7 people in here. Why? What is the issue? What about others? I guess there are many people who haven't joined. So who knows others kindly ask to join in because today the practical will be happening, and based on that you will be given with the project to work on, and you have to work on the project. Am I audible, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So let me just go ahead. Let me just share my screen just a moment. My screen is visible.
No, ma'am. I can't see.
No, ma'am.
Okay, then just a moment. There is some network issue happening. Just a Now is it visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So majorly we'll check with some of the SQL basics that we can think of. Now we'll move to workbench. So this is my workbench. Basically, I guess most of you are working up here. So we have the tabs, different tabs to work on, and we inside that we have different fields to insert. Like this is the schema field. Then for connecting with the server, new schema and connecting with the server, this is a new table that we need to take in. This is for the new view of the active schema or not. So basically, there is some issue that is happening in my workbench. So we'll create the schema over here and then we'll work in this command prompt. Fine. So is it okay for you?
Ma'am.
Okay, fine. So first, we will understand what is schema. So guys, what do you think what is schema?
Ma'am, it's a skeleton of a data set.
Okay. Anyone, anything they want to add? Yeah, that's correct. But what about others? If anyone wants to put in,
Blueprint or design of data.
sorry, your voice was really low. I didn't get.
Blueprint or design of data.
Yes, right. That is quite understandable. Like that's blueprint, or you told it as the skeleton, right? That's quite understandable. So schema, like first we had to get a blueprint out, then only we'll go down to forming. Like based on the schema, we'll create the table and all. Right. So what is schema? Schema is just like the blueprint or the structure of the database that we want to create. Okay, so what it tells like what table exists, what columns each table has, what are the data types, what are the relationship, if there is any relationship that is happening. So what rules the data must follow, this kind of question. We are getting the answers of this kind of questions. Okay, so if you can think about your house, so the rooms that are there, that is equals to a table, right? And the things inside your room, that is equal to your like the columns that you are having. So now the rooms are connected, right? So how rooms are connected to each other basically, so in what format there might be any relationship with that. So that is the entire game up here. Okay, so without a schema, the database has no specific structure. So that is the reason. So here, if I can see, like I am just working, just creating a table for you so that we can see how we can do, like any of the inputs up there, how we can take it and how we can do all of the other stuff. So that is the major part. Like I was just creating an example so that we can perform some of the major tasks over here. Okay, so this is a very simple example that I have taken. So this is the table that contains the jersey number. It contains the first name, last name, total runs, wicket, right? So these are the columns like this jersey number, this first name, this last name. So it does contain some of the data types. And also there is a specific meaning to it. Based on it, we are filling the data in. Right. So that is the exact reason we are doing that. So suppose if we need to create a schema of that is the plan of the data set about student. So what we can include that, let's see that. Okay. So just a moment. Let's see with the part. So how we can create a schema. So first, let me just give you one thing. So this is the administrative or managing panel, and this is the schema panel. So we'll be working with the schema only as of now, this panel, because here only we are getting major stuffs in so that we can get to like here the actions that has been performed that you can see. And this is the major area where you can work in. And I'll be like for the codes and the stuff, I'll be using this command prompt to check with. Okay. So now suppose I need to go to this are the my directory, like this are my schemas that are available. So now if I need to create a new schema, then I'll just go down here and press it on. Okay, so I have to create a new schema. So what new schema we can create up? So we can create anything based on whatever we have. So we can create a schema. The name of the schema we need to give it up here. So let's give it the name of students. Okay, so I have given the name as students. Now I'll go to apply. So it is giving me how I have created the schema, the actual, like the command that I need to go ahead with. So either I can go and space that. It's better that it's already taking it. So I'll just go to apply. So it has already been applied. I'll go to finish. Right? So here you can see my student schema has already been taken in. Right, guys? Got it? How we can create the student schema?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, fine. So now what we can do, we can go down to it. Let's just close this. We'll just move in here. So here we have table, view, process, store procedure, function, all of it we are having. So now after creating it, my idea is to move in and create a table, right? So I'll just double click up there and we'll go to this. This is for creating new tables. So I'll just click it up here. Okay. So what table I'll be creating inside student. So what can I create? Suggest something so that we can create based on that. Guys, suggest something like it's quite normal, right? What name we should give to the table that we are creating inside the student schema. Like, guys, try and be interactive, no? Like, it's quite a normal thing I'm asking. Like, suggest any of the name.
Student details.
Student details. Fair enough, we can do that. Fine, it looks good. Is it
Yes,
okay?
ma'am.
Great.
Yes, ma'am.
So we are putting the name as student details, right? So now this is the name of my table. Now I'll be using the columns, different columns, data types that I'll be including in. So first, what I'll be giving, so here I'll be giving the name as student ID. And data type is int. That's fair. We can put the int. That I'll be taking it as the primary key and also not null. Okay. Now going down, I'll be taking another, that is the name of the student. Name of the student, that is varchar, and that should be not null. Next, what we can create, suggest something.
Roll number.
Roll number. That is student ID. That would be same only. That is kind of same, right? We can take something else. Class maybe in which class they are in, right? So let's take it class, and I need to change it to int because class will be of integer type. Of course, I'll keep it not null. Next, suppose I need to go for anything. So I'll be creating marks. Okay. So if I am taking it like that, so that would be also int and that should be also not null. Fine. So we have done with doing all of it. So I'll be putting apply. Yes, I have created student ID, name, class, marks I have given. Okay, let's just take it to like that. Let's put it capital, like all small, so that it's become easier to take it forward. In between, if anything is capitalized, it becomes difficult to take. So this to marks. Next, what we can take? Just give a reference. Anything that we can take.
From subject name.
No, like here marks we have taken. Anything else? Student ID, name, class, marks, and anything else?
Ma'am, grade.
Grade, yeah. Okay. Let's take grade. And it would be Parquet. So it will be either A, B, C, D in that form. Like that, we can take yes, and it would be not null. Fine. So looks good. So I'll just go for apply. So this is the form. Just applying it up. Finish. So see, this is already done. So how I can see that? I'll just close this tab. So under table, I'll just go to table. See, I have student details. I'll click on here. So I have get this, right? Student ID, name, class, marks, grade, right? So now I need to fill it. So one by one, we'll be taking the student ID, name, class, marks, and grade. So the first one that we can put in, so what like student ID maybe ST01, sorry, ST01. So name, suggest a name. Yeah, anyone can tell. It's fine. Normal thing. Just say any of the name. Like one by one, tell your names only. Guys,
Ma'am,
yeah, tell.
can I say
Suggest.
my name?
Yeah, tell. It's fine. If you have no issue putting the age, like class, marks, and grade, go ahead, tell your name. Not an issue.
Programmund.
Just tell the name, spelling, Pragaya.
No, ma'am. Prajna.
J.
Na.
So doesn't it Prajna, Prajna, Prajna?
No, ma'am. It's Progga.
Okay. It's different thing. Okay, fine. So we'll take the class, taking class 10. Don't mind, okay? Marks you only suggest. That would be better.
No, ma'am. It's completely okay. You can.
You suggest something, we can put it, not an issue.
Okay. Marks in the sense in the grade point or.
No, any of the marks, like 50, 60, 70, 80, like that.
Okay. Like percentage.
Anything,
Okay.
not percentage, just marks like within 100, any of the marks you suggest.
Okay, ma'am. 70.
Fine, great. So grade would be around B only
Okay.
because A and B. Then ST02. Guys, suggest any name. Be interactive, guys. Why you are so boring?
Soumadi.
Soumyadeep. Is it correct, the spelling?
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Class 10 only considering. Marks?
60.
Okay. So it would be grade C. Next is T03. Next, go down for the name.
Rahul.
Sorry?
Rahul.
Rahul, yes. Class 11 maybe? Yeah. Marks?
90.
90. Are you saying 90? Your voice is too low.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So it would be grade A. We'll take two more, okay? ST04. Yeah, go down for name. Tell.
Rinku.
Rinku. Okay, fine. Class 12 maybe? Yes. And the marks?
80.
80. Fair enough. That also count into, let's count it to B only. We are not making a professional one. It's okay to put anything. So 5. Any other name?
Ravi, ma'am.
Ravi. Okay. Class 11 only. Then marks?
53.
53. Fine. So considering it as D, like just for a reference, we are not making any professional one. So this is my table created, just putting apply. So this is actually the way how in SQL we are preparing it, like the code, in what way we are preparing the codes. So now putting apply. What happened? Error. There was an error applying the SQL script. Yes, Prakhar, tell.
I'm like as a student, ID is integer type, so we can't enter the character
Yes,
on
yes,
in this.
right. Exactly. So we need to take, since we have taken int, exactly. Yes, that is because we have taken int, right? So apply, then apply, it's executed. So finished,
Ma'am,
right? Yes.
can we use two type like varchar and integer together?
No, there is only one place, right, for putting down the type.
Okay.
So there is a specific data type that needs to be taken in. Okay. So this is my
Okay,
table
ma'am.
that we have created. So now if I need to see it, this is my table. Right? Everyone got how we are creating the schema, how we are creating the table.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Okay, so this is how we are creating the table. So I'll just not change the table as of now. I have already created one table. So this you can see. So here we have already created this. So first we'll see how we can perform the details over here, and then we'll move into the other table round. Okay, so this is the this is my table view. So if I need to view my table, what command I'll be putting select star from, then the table name. So select star from the table name of this table if I need to show it to you. So this is project. The name of the table is cricketers. So this is my table that is there, and it's showing the name of the table I have given as cricketers. Fine. So from here we can take cricketers and then semicolon, enter. Doesn't exist. Why? Okay, since we have created another table. Okay, let's just go ahead with the another table only. So let's take it. Let me show the database first. Okay, so that we can get it through. Okay, semicolon. What happened? You have an error in SQLite. What is the error? So we have included databases. Okay. So databases. Fine. So we have got the databases in. So this is my databases that is there. Like here also we have got the databases and here also we have got the databases. Okay. So now this is my database that we are using in. So now from first you can see that here I have this, and here I have included one schema that is student that is easily seen up here. Right? So now I need to see like which one I will be using. So let's use the student only that we have used. So use students. So the database has changed now. The database is changed now. So now what I need to see. So this is my database from first project. So previously, if you can see, like I have the database that I have taken in, that is the first project. Now I have newly created, the schema based on schema. Like these are the database available. So the new database I am changing it to. So for that I am doing use student. Clear? Is it clear,
Yes,
guys?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now will be use select star from student details. So now all of the details that we have taken in, that we have got. Okay, so we have got this 5 rows here. Okay, now if I need to change it, again, what I'll be using, use first underscore project. So now again the database has changed. Now what I'll be doing, select star from, just a minute, from cricketers. Right? So it is showing me the name of the cricketers, the table of the cricketers that I have created. So creating tables, switching databases, showing the table, all of this is clear based on the data that we actually taken. Clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Great.
ma'am.
So now we'll move into the basic. This is the very basic. So now we have this first name, last name, total run, wicket, all of this. So now we will be selecting only some from each of this. Okay. So how we will be doing that? So we'll use select first name, right? Comma, total runs. Okay. From cricketers. Right? So I have got the value from first name and the total runs. This is my whole table. If I need to get any of the selected fields out here from here, then only I'll be using this. That is first name, that is the name of the cricketers and the total runs that they have got, so that I can do a comparative check. Got it, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you people tell me now if I need to get the jersey number and the first name of the cricketer, what will be my command in?
Select jersey number, comma, first
Okay.
name from cricketers,
Some cricketers.
Yes.
semicolon.
Right. So I'll be using cricket jersey number, comma, I'll be putting the first name from cricketers. Semicolon. Okay. What is the issue? jersey number. It's quite same only. So jersey is the field list, unknown in the field list. JE. Why? Just a moment. I don't know why it is not. Yes.
Because of, I think, the space in jersey number, we need to give that about the tab. There is one single right.
Yes,
So
I am giving the tab in. I am giving the tab in between jersey and number. There is a gap. So I'm already giving that in. That's why in SQL we shouldn't give space. That is the major thing. Okay, let's check for others. Let's see if for others is it working or not. Select first, sorry, first name, comma, last name. Okay, there is. Maybe due to that space and stuff, it is not taking. But the spelling wise and the tab, I'm giving the tab also, but I don't know why it is not taking. So this is the part basically. So this is how we are using this select star kind of command, select kind of commands, next from kind of commands, and now we'll check for where kind of commands. Okay. So if I need to check for the where kind of commands where the total run would be greater than 500, that I need to check, then we will be using this. So how we can select, we will be select star from cricketers where total runs, so I guess where should be in capital, where total runs, we have total runs, yes, total runs is greater than 500. So again, semicolon. So we have got the details of the cricketers who have got the values like the runs that is more than 500. Okay, so this is the run that we have got it. Since we have used select star, that's why all of the fields it has been selected. Okay, so now if we need to check to like the next example, if we need to think like where we will be showing the players whose first name is something, in that case, how we'll be doing? So again, select star, we will be using from cricketers. Okay, so now I will be using where first name. So where first name is equal to, suppose, Virat. Okay, that needs to be fixed. Okay. Okay, semicolon.
Semicolon.
Yes, yes, I have given. So we have got it. So we have got this, the values that is 4 Virat Kohli total runs along with the wicket, right? So this is how we can use it. Now, if we need to check for any of the bowlers who have taken more than 1 or 10 wicket, if we can say 10 wicket, then how we will be seeing the similar way. Select star from cricketers. Now we'll be using where. And what is the condition? Wicket should be greater than 10.
Greater than 10.
Sorry.
No, ma'am.
So we have got these values for Bumrah and Hardik Pandya, that there is a wicket range that is 35 and 22 like this with all of the details. Okay, so now we have combinedly see all of this, like select from where we have taken all of this and seen like how we have taken it. But from all this while we were being using star, but that gives all of the fields all together. Now suppose I want to see only some of the fields. Then in that case, what we will be doing? We will be doing select first name. Next, we will be using last name. Okay. Last name, then total runs from cricketers. From cricketers. Now, what we need to add? We need to add the condition where suppose the total run that is greater than 100 or maybe 400. So we have got the values of only first name, last name, and the total run. So in previous, I guess we have given a similar kind of, but here we have used star. But here we have used the name of the fields. Okay, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now we'll move into the sorting part, that is order by, how we can use order by. Now we can use select, we can use star from cricketers. Now what we will be using? We will be using order by. Order by total runs. Right? And in what format? In descending format. So DECS colon semicolon. Now it has been changed based on the order. So Virat Kohli did better, then Rohit, then Hardik, then Bumrah. But here you can have seen that here in this part, like not this one, the the one, yes. So first was Virat, then it was Bumrah, then Hardik, then Rohit. The numbers, basically in my original table, it was like this. But here, when I have descended, like in descending order, like greater to smaller, you can see it has organized based on the runs. Right? Now, if I need to do the same in ascending, like now in this place, I'll just use ascending. ASC. So it has given me in ascending order. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Any queries up to now?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now we will be seeing some of the aggregations, like how we can include the sum, average, count, mean, max here. Okay, so as you can see here, we have the only one field. Based on that, we can take it. That is basically uh, the total runs and stuff that we can take it from there. So we'll just see it from here only. Okay, so how we can do it? So we'll first do select. Now we will be using as sum. Yes. You are telling something? Total runs. So select some total runs and we will be using as in what we will be using? Total runs code. Sorry. We will be giving the name as this. Total runs code. Okay, this needs to be like this from cricketers. Okay. So you can see the total runs scored by the cricketers we have got inside this. So this is for the sum function. Got it? Did you
Yes, ma'am.
people got?
Yes,
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Fine. So similarly, now if I need to do average, so let's just copy this, paste it. We need to go it up here. So we'll go by average. AVG. Let's go it like that. Here we will be going AVG. Now here, enter. So we have got the average run score. It is 518.50. Got it? Now if I need to do the same, this thing only, and I'll be doing on wicket. So how will be doing it? So average run score or average wicket I'll be putting. Okay. And here total runs, no, average wicket. Right? So I'll press enter. So I have got the average wicket. Okay. Now I need to check for the, suppose the maximum value. Okay. So I'll be doing select max. In max, again, the runs. Here, suppose let me take let me take the total runs. Sorry. Total runs. We have taken total runs. Now we can use as now highest score or highest runs maybe. Yes, highest runs from cricketers. So I have got the highest run as 945. Clear? Up to now, any query?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, fine, great. So now we'll go ahead with group by. We need to do any of the group by operations. Then how we can do group by? Okay, so previously we have taken, like here you can see, here we have taken select star, order by we have used like increasing order, decreasing order. Then we have done some all of the like operations, basically sum operations, average operations. Eventually we have done the max operation. We can also do the mean operations like the same, just here in place of max we will be putting mean. Okay, so now we'll be seeing group by. Okay, so group by, it's like groups, it actually groups rows based on the columns. Actually, it combines with aggregate function, whatever we are having, based on that it is doing. Suppose if I need to just count, suppose how many players share the same last name, if I need to take it like that, then I'll be putting the same. So, but here there is no players, so I'll be not getting anything. But then also see what we can do. So this is the format, that is last name. So, okay, sorry, select last name. I forgot to use select. Select last name. Then we need to use based on what? Based on count we will be taking. So count, then asterisk. Now we will be taking as, we will be taking number of players. Okay, from cricketers. Right, from cricketers. And what I need to do? I need to do group by last name. Okay, so semicolon. So it has given me the number as 1111. So there is no player that have the same kind of last name. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, if I need to see the total runs group by last name, then how I'll be seeing the same thing I'll be taking in. But here, what we will be doing, we will be taking here, just a moment, from cricketers as, here, let me change the name. We can take the total run. Okay. And here we can take it as, because count we can't take. So sum we will be taking up here. And in between, we will be taking total run, because only one field we will be including in, right? So that is total runs. Fine. So this is the thing. Suppose if we have taken the same and included, okay, just a moment, and included asterisks over here, then what happened? Then it won't be taking, right? Because we have to group it by the total run. Sum by what? Sum by on what I'll be taking it, right? So we can't take asterisks over here. So we need to take this only, then only it will be coming. Else, if not runs, then we can have either, if not runs, another numerical column that we are having, that is wicket, right? So we can get it on the basis of wicket. Got it? I didn't just change the name, actually, the column name, but eventually the data is different based on the operation that we have performed. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Next, we will be going with having. Having, that is used after group by. Okay, so we have the another clause that is called having. So how we can do it? Let's see. So we will be using select. We will be selecting last name. Okay, so last name, then we will be using sum. Basically, what we are trying to see here, we want to show like only the last name of those who have the total runs. We will keep a limit of around, suppose, 500. Okay, in that limit, we'll need to show the like the last name of the players who have the score, like the maximum runs, that is greater than 500. Okay, then with having, how we will be doing it? So we will be using your total runs. Okay. I'll be putting as here in by what name I need to put that. So total runs by last name, I'll be putting that. Okay, so this would be by name of the column that where we will be getting it. We will be using from. Now from where, that is the table name. Cricketers. So I got the table name as cricketers. Now group by what? Last name, of course, because based on last name I want. Last name. So this much we have already done before, right? Now what is the extra part? So I'll be adding an condition over here. The condition is where my sum total would be greater than 500. Okay. So for that, we will be using having sum total run that would be greater than 500, suppose. Okay, semicolon n. So we have got Kohli and Sharma whose total run is more than 500. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Anyone, any query up to now?
Ma'am, can you explain the last query, please?
I didn't get you. Who is saying? Tell me, it's fine. I'll explain. But which part
Ma'am,
and
the last query, can you explain the last
okay.
query? Means
Sure,
the
sure.
having portion.
Yeah, sure, sure. Having like this part till this part is same group by last name. We already did this kind of stuff before. The same thing we have taken in, just having like there should be any condition up, right? There must be any condition. So I need a condition. Just my intention is just not grouping by, also fulfilling any of the condition. Here my condition when this sum total would be greater than 500, then only I'll be using it like that. So for that, we have used it in this way. So that's why having this, what I am taking this, my sum total should be greater than 500. That's what I have written. And we have put the semicolon. So we have got the values. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Is okay, clear, or do I need to explain it once? Is it clear? If not, tell
Um,
me, we
yes,
can
ma'am. Yes,
check
ma'am.
it once. Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Great.
Clear, clear.
Okay, fine, fine. So now we'll see another type of query of this sort. So suppose the one that we have taken previously, we'll see it on that only. Like previously we have taken one query, right? We have we have checked if my last name, if there anyone else having the same last name or not. So I need to show that the last name appearing, that is appearing more than one and I am getting more than twice or not. What is the number we are getting? So for that, how we will be taking? We will be using select last name. Here I am taking last name. You people can take first name also. Just for a reference, I am taking first name, last name, what attribute you want to take, like what field you want to take. You can definitely take on based on the query that has been given or you want to check for. Fine. So select last name. Then I'll be using count and we'll be using asterisks like the same where it is. Okay. Not getting this one. Okay, I might have misplaced, but at the moment I can find that one. Yes, yes, this one, this one. So group by like the same thing I'll be doing, but I'll be using here after that we'll be using having. So let's put it like this. The same thing we will be putting it up. Okay. And now what we will be using as having count having count. We will be putting the asterisk. That would be, should be greater than 1, right? Semicolon. So what happened?
Ma'am, the starting portion have also
Okay, yes. That has already came in. Fine. Let's check it. Select last name count from cricketer by last name count. Empty. Yes, the set is empty. You can see the set is empty. There is no value that is greater than 1, right? So that's why we are not getting printed anything. Now, if I go with this and put the condition, suppose greater than 0, so all of them will be printed, right? That's why we are getting this. Got my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Is
So can you explain this query again, ma'am?
which one?
Ma'am, last one.
This one, last one, the 0 or the 1? Which one?
Both.
Okay, so previously what we have checked for this, we have just gone ahead and checked like if there is any player whose last name is repeating, like 2 players having the same last name or not. That we are checking up here. That you understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? The similar thing we are checking, but trying to put a condition with count that if the count of the number is print only for those numbers, if the count of the value is 0 is greater than 1. So here you can see that for all it is unique. All the last names are unique. There is no repetition that is happening over here. Right? Are you getting?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So there is no repetition that is getting over here. So if I am putting, I want the count value greater than 1. So if the value is 2 over here, then it would have printed. So if the value is greater than 1, then it would have printed, but it's greater than 1 I have put. That's why it is giving me the set is empty. Like there is no values inside it. Then and there, when I have put greater than 0, it has printed me all.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. As of now, tell me any query, any questions you are having or not. Check it, take 5 minutes and then decide if there is any query, any question that you have faced, like anything you have. Based on that, we can then go ahead.
And instead of count parenthesis star, can we give the name we assigned?
What? I didn't get you.
In having we mentioned like count parenthesis and star for yeah. Instead
Yes.
of that, we can give like number having number of players is greater than 0. Will that work or?
I'm not number of players, like we are using the operation count. Like count means it is counting the values. Am I audible?
Yeah, ma'am. That's
Okay, what you are telling, just tell, let's see. Like, if you can see, if you will be seeing, you will be understanding then. Tell me now what I need to do. Tell me. In
instead of
star, what you,
instead of
asterisk, what?
having count star, can we mention like number of players that is greater than 0? Will that work or will it give error?
Number of place.
Yeah, ma'am. Because that
Okay,
column we
let's
are
go like
assigning.
this.
Yeah.
Let's go like this. I am not putting count or something because I need something to group by. That's why I use count. Now you tell me what you want to put. Like total runs that you want to put.
No, ma'am.
Let's put
we give a number of players like that for that call
Okay,
that
number of
application.
players. Okay,
Yeah.
I got it. Fine. Let's put it. Okay, fine. So it will also put, because we have using as, the same thing we are putting it as. So it will come in.
Oh, okay, ma'am. Okay,
Here,
that's my
the thing is that the thing is we are using count star as like this. So this, all of these values are storing it in this column name only, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So I am actually signifying a specific column name for it. So in place of this, if I put my column name, it will always come. That is the main thing. Like either I can go like this or that way. The same thing. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. I got it.
Okay, great. So now we can see about the update and the delete part. Okay. So let's see how we can update the queries, or how we can take it to that. But for this, we need to change the directory, because here we have this Jersey number that is not working for us, because there is a gap, and I don't want to go there because my the workbench is not working fine. If it now sets to any of the problem, then it will also, like, command prompt also not work, like it will not fetch the data from there. Okay, so don't want to do any of the changes from there, because facing some of the issue in Workbench since morning, so somehow has fixed it. Okay, so we'll just change the directory as of now, because we have another directory. Okay, so we use student, let's see, students, yes. Okay, semicolon. So we have changed the directory. So select, sorry, select star from, what is the name? Student details. Then got it. Now we'll work with this directory. So how we can work? We need to update the queries in. Okay, so we need to update some of the query. So how we can use update? So we'll be using update. The same thing we will be putting. Now the table name, student details. Okay, the student details we have put. Now suppose we want to set something like that, like set, suppose I want to set the score, or where based on the student ID. So I'll be putting set. Now I'll be taking, suppose, marks. I'll be taking marks as, suppose this Prajna's marks I want to increase to suppose 80. Okay. So now I'll be using where I have a unique primary key for Prajna, that is 1, where student ID equals to 1. Very okay. So now we have got change with it. So now I'll be doing select star from, okay, from student details. Fine. So now see here we have updated Prajna's number, like what is the number she has given, that we have like increased it off, right? From 70 it was, we have updated it now. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Any query
So-
about this part, like how we can update?
No, ma'am.
Okay, fine,
No,
great.
ma'am.
So again, what we can do, we can see how we can do it for others. So since her marks has increases but not the grade, we need to upgrade the grade as well. So we'll just do the same. Now we'll just put it down, like in case of the grade, we will be taking the grade and we will be putting it as case. Okay. And now we'll go here. Again, semicolon, enter. Again, it has changed. Again, we will be doing the same thing. Enter. So now, okay, what happened? It has not changed. Updated student ID grade A, where ID is 1. Okay, I have used that one. That's why maybe. So let's see. Select star from student ID. Right. Sorry, student details. Student details. Oh, sorry.
Ma'am, actually, A should be in inverted commas.
Yeah, and also there is an issue with that semicolon part. That's why it was like that. Yeah. Okay, this we need to update, right?
And there is a select before the update.
Sorry? Okay, yes, there is a select. Right. Okay, so now it's fine.
Select the spelling, ma'am.
Okay. What? Select spelling, yes. Array.
Yes.
Fine, finally. So it has upgraded, right? So we got this upgraded as of now. Now we need to check if we can do it for multiple columns or not. The same thing we will be checking next. Update. Now here we will be putting it as what we need to put. We need to put the student, the table name, that is student details. Right? The spelling is correct. Yes, student is fine. So student details. Now again, now I need to set, suppose the class I need to change of Soumyadeep and also the marks. So how I'll be changing it? I'll be using the field that is class, and I'll be including it as class to 11. I just need to include what I need to include, that I'll be putting 11. Now, based on that, what marks I need to include? Suppose marks I need to include to 70. So let's put the marks. I'll be putting it as 70. Yes. And now I'll be using where I'll be putting the name. I can put the name also. Name, that would be equal to Soumyadeep. Okay. Now we'll be select star from details. Yes. Got it? So we can include two fields at the same time as well. And if we need to suppose increase any of the field, that how like add up any of the field, that we can also do. Update the same thing, UPDATA. Okay, fine. Update. Next, students details. Student details. Right? The name. Now set. Now, what we will be using? We will be using the field name. Suppose I can use marks. Now, what I'll be using? So, I'll be using equal to marks plus 20 for all I'll be using. So, I'll be using this. So, for 5, it has changed. So, now select star from student details. Fine, looks good. Yes. So see, the number has increased for all. Here guys, this is how we can do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
we can also update any of the name if we require. Suppose again the same thing, update. Suppose of course, after update, we have the table name, student details. Yes, we have put student details. Now what we'll be doing, we'll be putting set. Again, suppose what I need to add, let's put Rahul's name R to be capital. Okay. Like suppose I need to put it like that. Okay. That is come under name. That is just a moment. Name that I want to put it equal to Rahul. We have put this. Now where we have got the student ID that is equal to 3. Okay. So see here, her like the name has already been updated. Got it? Now, if I need to delete anything, again, in place of update, we'll use delete. So we will be using delete. Delete from. So delete from where? The student details. Okay, so we will be using from where, that is from student details, and what is like where. Okay, just where can use the student ID. We will be using student ID as suppose let's remove Ravi for now. So we'll do that. So we have got, there is one thing that is deleted, one rows. So again, select star from student details. Okay, so you can see that okay. So by mistake I told about Ravi, but by mistake I have put in student ID as 1. That's why Prajna's name has deleted. Okay. So it should, for Ravi, it should be the student ID to be 5. Okay. I guess you understood, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So similarly, if we need to add anything like that, where we have any conditions on, so again, delete from, again, student details. The same thing, the student details, where we will be putting. Now, what we need to put, suppose if anyone's number is greater than 110,
Ma'am,
that I
delete
want
spelling
to
is
delete.
wrong.
Okay, yes. Thank you. Yes. So now what we need to do, so we need to put a condition up here. So in the condition, what we will be giving, if the marks is greater than 100, that will be deleted. So marks that I'll be putting greater than 100. Okay. So I'll put it. So now I need to select star from, right? I think things are correct. Yes. So you can see for Rahul, since the marks was greater than 100, it is deleted. Hope things are clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Join basically we use where we have the same kind of, like we have the tables accordingly, and based on that we have different type of, like suppose we have two different types of table out here. Like suppose we have the table one, the same that we have taken, like for this one, like this same kind of this table, or we can take about this cricketers table also, this cricketer table that we were discussing on. So maybe this kind of table we are having, then we need to create another table. Okay, so in that table what we will be having, suppose here we have given jersey number, first name, last name, total total run, wicket we have got. So we'll create another table where there will be the same jersey number, but there might be any of the specific role. Like this is a batsman, this is a bowler, this is an all-rounder, this kind of, right? So then only we will be able to take the inner joints and inner joints. So things are pretty much clean up here. So this is how you need to proceed. The same thing, just in join, you need to add two tables accordingly and need to proceed with the same. And to be very honest, we are going out of time. As of now, we don't have that much of time to show about the joints. So if needed, after your project also, if you want to learn about this joints and all, in the next session, if we have the time, we will definitely learn about the joints like here in practically. Okay, and then we'll move in further. Clear?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
So accordingly, you will be given with the project for this week. The similar way you need to work with your project on. Okay. I guess you know the drill as you have already done the project in the first part, like based on that. So you can just take it forward. Okay. So thank you guys. Thanks for
Ma'am,
joining. Yes.
ma'am, this project about SQL only.
SQL and somewhat related to Excel maybe. I'll just need to
O-
have a cross check. Okay. So you can take it down like that only, because this SQL only it will be, and if something related, so Excel. So the things that you already know based on that only. Nothing extra.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. Thank
Ma'am,
you.
in this,
So yeah.
ma'am, in this project also we need to create dashboards and visuals, or just a query related like that.
No, I don't think you don't have to create dashboard and stuff for this project. The thing is, like it would be relatively like, the thing is, like as you are familiar, right? There are many projects in a PDF that is given to you, and you choose based on your part, right? Which is you can work on, you choose based on that. The similar kind of drill, if anything is like that, because Excel and SQL based project would be given. So based on that only, like if you are going further and see like any of the project that has a dashboard and stuff, then that would be like that, or you can choose that, or also if you're not comfortable, choose something else. That is on your preference. Okay. Any more query? Any more query, guys?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am. Thank you.
Great. Then we can wrap up the session. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Bye. We'll meet on Monday then with the presentation session for this week's project. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Thank you, Ramkrishna. Thank you. Bye.